up, guys? Not to Ace here, and I want to give my first impression of Phantasy Star Online 2. Oh boy! So yes, I remember E3 2019 when Microsoft revealed that they're going to be in charge of localizing Phantasy Star Online 2, of course, for the Xbox One, Windows 10, and of course now it's been announced thanks to the Microsoft Series X game showcase, it'll also be on Series X. So yeah, so for people that don't know what's the situation, why X, Y, and Z, Phantasy Star Online 2 has been out since 2012 in Japan. The unfortunate part was that Sega of Japan refused to ever localize this game on their own. They said, yeah, well, it's not really worth our time, and of course it also affected some other IP that they refused to support unless someone else kind of budged them or quote unquote aid them to release those games, such as of course Yakuza 5. If it wasn't for Sony, there wouldn't be new Yakuza game outside of Japan. Shimune 3 was another one, believe it or not. Sega didn't want to support the creator of Shimune. And then of course Phantasy Star Online 2. And of course, the infamous one, Bayonetta 2, exclusive to the Nintendo Wii U and of course Switch. But the bottom line is a Nintendo exclusive. Because again, whether you like it or not, Sega are sort of difficult pricks when it comes to their audience outside of Japan. However, that will be on my vlog channel about that situation. Because lately, I think ever since 2000, they're being... You know what? No, in general, Sega, they're just being ass. But that's a vlog all about it. But for this video, of course, is on my main channel. It's about my initial impression of Phantasy Star 2. Is it better than... Well, I'm going to have to compare it with Phantasy Star Universe for the PS2, 360, and PC. Of course, long time ago, I actually played the PC version as well the 360 version, and of course there's a single player mode there, but the mechanics are the same. Plus, of course, if you want to play multiplayer, you have to connect on the internet. At a time, I had an old computer, but surprisingly that game worked. Couldn't really connect to the internet, and of course in the 360 you kind of need gold, so like, yeah, forget that. So anyway, moving forward, Phantasy Star 2. Is it much better? The controls are better than Universe. And yes, so the controls are much more fluent, easier to navigate your character. Character creation much better than, of course, Phantasy Star Universe, or to some extent Phantasy Star Portable. But for the portable one, unfortunately, it's kind of slower than Universe due to the fact that it's in a portable system. But again, it is what it is, how it goes. So when it comes to Microsoft, yeah, it actually works good in Microsoft. So I mean, remember, Microsoft has good, like, their system is not that bad. Of course, their servers are actually good. Like, literally, they're better than Sony, in my opinion. Like, even better than Nintendo. But again, different story there. So in the Xbox or Windows 10, yeah, it plays much fluent. It's fast. The management to kind of equip your character, your like building up the skill, the system, changing class, much easier. So what about how the system go when you go to a battle? Easy. All you have to do is you talk to this one NPC. You choose like a list what you need to do, and then you go in there. That's it. And then most of the time, the mission is you go from point A to point B. Yeah, there will be some sort of like side quests that you have to do during the main quest, but they're not that hard. You just have to figure it out. That's it. And most of these quests are you go from point A to point B and defeat the big boss. That's really it. Because the difference is that in this one, how the story goes is, there is a story quest and then there is a main quest. The main quest basically is you have to do all this expedition. Like I said, point A to point B, beat the boss, that's it. In the case with the story quest, it's more of cutscene, story driven. Yes, once in a while there will be some sort of battle, but they're not that long. And in order to unlock a lot of the episode, or a lot of the chapter in the episode, you gotta do the expedition. That's how it goes. And then of course, since this game is an online, free to play, and that's a different also you gotta keep in mind, is that yes, this game is online, always online, because it's kinda like your free to play online game like DC Universe, Marvel Quest, anything that requires you to connect to an online. This is what Phantasy Star do. Oh heck, even Final Fantasy 14. So you gotta keep that in mind. And then of course you also understand that yeah, there is like a sort of a single player quest, but there's also multiplayer quests. I think I haven't yet unlocked it because I'm still working on episode 1. Yes, the game actually has 6 episodes. However, as of right now, you only start with 3 episodes. I think somewhere at September, October-ish, it's episode 4, and then on winter, it's episode 5, and then early 2021, it's episode 6. And then, of course, if you follow the Microsoft showcase, summer 2021, they have a new revamp expansion of Phantasy Star 2 called New Genesis, but it's a different story there. And I kind of gave my thoughts about that one on my Microsoft showcase vlog. So back to my impression of the game. Yeah, it's much faster, it's fluent, and of course, teaming up with your NPC, it's not even that hard. All you have to do is just keep continuing with the story, and then they'll team up with you eventually. And they're not even that dumb also. The AI is actually good in that one. And then other feature you can do while you're like doing your quests is you can actually mine for material and fish. So yeah, there is sort of a material gathering part. They're not really that hard. And the stuff, I mean, it depends on the material you use, like for fishing, depends on what the rod, mining depends on what the pickaxe is. The better pickaxe or rod you're gonna use, the better material there. Yeah, so the hub, before going to a quest, I like it, the graphic is good. So you do gotta keep in mind that it is a 2012 game. So it's been, I think, in PC, it went to the PS4, Switch, Vita in Japan, and then finally in America, Xbox. Again, I will talk about the sort of a controversy slash non-controversy on my vlog channel there. So anyway, so what first impression score would I give this game? I would actually, for now, I hate to say this, but good it may be, it's much better than Universe. It's really fun, it's free to play to some extent, and I'll explain that. Phantasy Star Online 2, as of right now, because I'm not far in the game yet, I'm still working on episode 1, I have to give it a 6 out of 10. And the reason why it's a 6 out of 10 is first, the gameplay, it's like I said, it's fast. The hub, beautiful. The graphics, actually much better, especially on the Xbox One. It's 60 frames per second. Heck, English dub. The game actually has English dub. Thank you. So I was also happy about that. And of course you get free stuff because again it's free to play. You know, if you play a mobile game that's free to start, you know, daily login. Easy to get some stuff. It's not that hard. And what else? 60 frame, like I said. You can actually meet a lot of people there. There's also some other quests besides the side quests, expedition quests, or even they call it urgent quests. Like you gather a lot of people to stop the invasion. Again, it's really awesome. You know, it kind of show you to team up, and there's like, of course, there's also some special like events. Again, if you go during the right time. The downside for this game is, of course, first of all, in the Xbox One. Even so, it's a free to play. Unfortunately, you're gonna need gold for this one. Yes, so that is sort of a bummer, but that's always been Microsoft's kind of MO there. I know, and I kind of mentioned in the showcase of Xbox that there have been rumors about they're gonna get rid of gold. Instead, you're gonna have this uber super premium instead. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. It's a rumor per se. But that'd be nice. So as of right now, that's one of the biggest one. If you're in the Xbox One, is that you have to have gold. And then when it comes to Windows 10, and that's a keyword, Windows 10, it is a PC. You gotta hopefully that your computer can work the game. There's always been a lot of problems from what I heard when it first came out of May. A lot of people had a hiccup. Believe it or not, I did not get a hiccup in my PC when I started the game. It was fluid for me. But I heard a lot of people say they had some problems there. And of course, the always online. And of course, that's what the game is. So the bottom line is, you have to have good online. So if you have bad online, the quality there, then oh boy, yeah, you're probably gonna have a problem there. So I mean, it's online. And another one is probably just a little bit of a controversy, might not really affect the score, is it is as of right now exclusive to Microsoft. However, it is not Microsoft's fault for this one. Blame Sega for their difficulties to some extent, but like I said, that's going to be a vlog channel there. It doesn't really affect the score to some extent for it, but it is just kind of like, well, if it wasn't for Microsoft, people wouldn't probably be able to play this game. I can understand that part there. So yeah, there you go. But like I said, it's free to play on Windows 10. If you have a high-end PC, you can play it. Go for it. It's also been confirmed eventually it's going to go to Steam. Just a little bit of update. Yes, I did this video before the new announcement that yes, Phantasy Star Online 2 will finally be released on Steam at August the 5th. So yeah, so I'm surprised. I thought it would be 2021, maybe a 1-year exclusivity, but nah, I mean, yeah, August the 5th, there's going to be the Steam version finally being released. So now we'll just have to wait to see if whether they're going to finally also release the PS4 and Switch version. So yeah, I got to give props to Phil Spencer for what he did. He said what he said, that the whole reason why Microsoft funded the game, they just want the game to be out. They want more people to play it. Of course, like I said, Sega didn't want to fund the game because they probably didn't have the money or whatever. But yeah, so once again, on Steam, it's going to come out at August the 5th. And Phil Spencer did say that this game will also be on other platform. When? Who knows? My guess is probably going to be, and just my guess, when New Genesis comes, that's probably when the PS4 and Switch is going to come out. Probably cloud, probably whatever. Because like I said, the reason why Sega of Japan didn't want to localize it ever since 2012 is that they didn't want to put the money in. Microsoft had to do it just to bring this out. Again, kind of same with Sony with Yakuza 5. Kind of like as well with Shimune 3. People want Shimune 3. Okay, he's doing a Kickstarter. Sony chipped in. Sega, well, they just gave them permission. Yeah, Sega didn't do really anything about it because that's different story there. So yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give more about this game, more impression in the long run. Of course, when 2021 comes with New Genesis, I might also give my impression. But as of right now, my first initial impression of this game is 6 out of 10. So with that, I'll see you guys later.